Hey, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing good, thank you. Uh, Church was awesome, like always. I just thought I would tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 62 years old. I'll be 63 in June. Looking forward to retirement. Um, I started. I grew up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a little small town, back in the woods. Got influenced by the wrong people at an early age. Started drinking and smoking, marijuana, LSD. Never got into needles, thank the Lord. But I've seen a lot of people die in my life from using needles and heroin and so on. But Satan had me convinced that alcohol and drugs was a medication, and I took it and I ran with it all my life. I found out I was adopted at a young age, and I found out that my original parents were both alcoholics. They're deceased, they're gone. I was the sixth of six kids back in Indiana when poverty was really bad. They couldn't afford the five kids that they had, and I was an accident. Well, in human sense, I was an accident. In God's eyes, I was not an accident. They put me up for adoption, and I was adopted by my mother and my father. I couldn't ask for anything better. Um, they raised me very well and taught me some good morals. But back to the alcohol, my entire life was a disaster. Uh, Bad marriages, I believe it was five. I know that sounds terrible, but if you're going to be with somebody, you need to find you got to have your if you're going to be with a person, don't meet them at a bar. Uh, it's just I've been a welder all my life. I've always made money. My mom taught me to work. If you want anything, you have to work for it. But with the alcohol and the drugs, and if your spouse is in alcohol and drugs, and it's not going to work. You need to put the Lord first. If you find a godly woman and she loves the Lord dearly, that's probably going to work out 99.9% better than any relationship that I found. Always get with somebody for the right reasons, and it's got to be God first. But anyway, back to the alcohol and the drugs. I've been clean and sober for 3 years, well, over 3 years now, and it's the best 3 years of my entire life. I'm clean. My mind is clean. I know what I'm doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Um, I don't have any intention on ever picking up a cigarette or any kind of drugs, and especially alcohol. Some people could handle alcohol. I can't. Uh, no, I have a chemical problem with alcohol, and it doesn't work for me. Never has, never will. But as for my relationship with Jesus Christ, I've always known He was there, even when I was drinking. I knew He was there. I had an artistic ability when I was young, and as soon as I started drinking, I lost it. All that ability went on the side. And since I've been sober, He has intensified and brought back my creative and my artistic ability to no end. I'm at awe on. Usually you think that you would forget or it would just kind of drift away. No, it's still up there. It's still in your mind. It's still part of you. Just being clean and sober brought back all of that ability. I started a business in uh, 2000, 2023, uh, and I was making these little crosses here. It's just a little piece of metal, little cross. I've made, I can't tell you how many. I lost count after 1,000. And these little crosses are all over Richmond, Virginia. I sell them on Etsy, and they're all over. People are out there getting these little crosses, and they're spreading the love of Jesus Christ everywhere. It's a joy. It's a joy to do this. My business is all for Him. It's not for me. I'm done with me, because when I do it for myself, it doesn't go anywhere. When I do it for Him, the sky is the limit. With God, all things are possible. He has blessed my business beyond control. I go to events now. I make all kinds of metal art. I do 3D fish. I do crabs. I do just about anything. My business logo is all for God's glory. So if it's anything that God created and made, I I'm all for it. I just do my rendition of God's glory, and it's good. It's really good. But all I gotta say is God is good, and you need to have faith. You need to have total faith in God. That's where the ticket is. I mean, I've always known of God, and I knew He was with me, but it's a faith thing. You have to step out. You have to believe in the unseen. And I am a walking, talking testimony that God is real. He is real, and He is in us as Christians. He's not in a book. He's not when you go to church, that's the only place God is. No, God is in your heart, and God is with you always, and He will never leave you. It's like when I tell you to memorize verses, it's a very important thing to do. Um, I always, my my goal, and I've told you this before. I want to think of Him 24/7. And then again, we're in the world, and Satan is always knocking at the door, throwing things on your plate, distracting you. It's a war, and it's hard. But one thing I can tell you is He will never leave you, and He will never forsake you. He is always going to be with you, no matter what you're going through, no matter what kind of trial or tribulation you have going on. My mother passed away, oh, it's been probably 4, maybe 5 years ago. I thought that I was going to drop off the face of the earth when she passed. And it was amazing because my sister was on the phone with me, and my mom was in a hospital, and she had passed. And she told me, Mom is no longer here. And at that moment, it's crazy. I felt a hand on my shoulder. And I was sitting here in this room, and there was a peace that went over me beyond anything I can testify to. It's almost like God put His hand on my shoulder and said, "It's okay." And it's all good. My mother is home. My father is home. They're waiting on me to come home, where I'm going to be with them, united with all other Christians, and I hope people come up to me and say, "Hey, you're the main reason why I'm here." That's our whole goal in life. It's not about us. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about Him. He created all this. People that don't believe, it just it I I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I just pray that they will learn someday. But anyway, I want you guys to have a blessed day. I hope that what I had to say will help somebody out there. But until next time, you guys have a wonderful week and God bless you. Bye bye.